Let's see. So we have all blue things tonight. All blue. And we have all necklaces. So no earrings tonight, just the necklace sets in shades of blue. Let's see. Where did I put Facebook? It's always lost. There we go. I think Facebook gets lost all by itself. Let's see. Here we are. It does not need my help. And it has started getting cool again here. I do not like this. This is not fun. Okay. Got all the links sent out. So again, we have all blue things this evening. All different shades of blue. I have the necklace set. So we have long necklaces. We have short necklaces. My little thing's coming off my computer. Had to move that. So today was sunny out, unlike yesterday. It started actually being not sunny. It was a little cloudy this morning, but then it got sunny, but the wind was blowing a lot, and so it was kind of cool outside. Make sure you say hi when you come in so that I can see that you are there, so that we can give away a free piece of jewelry if we get 10 people. Let's see, because it doesn't tell me who's here, it just tells me a number. So I don't know who's here and who's not, so I can't put you in the drawing. Let's see. Yeah, so the wind was cold today, and I guess the temperature is going down again. Last week we got a few 70-degree days, which was really unusual for January, especially the middle January. I guess it's kind of the middle of January. So a little bit warmer than we were expecting. And now it'll probably be colder than we were expecting. So it'll make up for it one way or another. It always evens out, right? Let's see, let me get some water. Okay. So let me refresh everything. Hopefully that gets everybody in on the chats. That should do it. Usually does. Not always. So I'll keep an eye on it for a little bit. Alright, blue necklaces, short and long. All different kinds of shades because my favorite color is blue, and I know a lot of other people's is too. So we're going to show some blue necklaces tonight. I'm trying to move through the inventory kind of in a methodical way so that we can make sure we show everything. So I'm going to start showing it by colors. We may do some mixes of necklaces and earrings, just depending on how many things that the color has, and we may do more than one color on a night. But blue I have quite a bit of because it's a very popular color. For a lot of people, it's actually the most popular favorite color in the world. So if you ask people what their favorite color is, you're in the wrong one. That's okay. I'm always in the wrong one. If you ask people what their favorite color is, more people say blue than any other color. Isn't that interesting? Everybody loves blue. I don't know what the runner-up was. I didn't really look. But yeah, I had read that blue was the most popular favorite color in the world. So evidently I'm not alone in my love of blue. So that's what we're going to show tonight. Plus I have a lot of blue. I also have a lot of purple and pink. We won't count, right? Because those are more popular colors among the ladies that I've had as customers. So those are the things that I got the most of. Alright, this is a long one. Multi-layer. You can see it's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 layers in it. It has the black, which is the gunmetal. It has silver, and it has a navy blue also in that chain. A couple different kinds of chains in there. This is the length. So all these layers are basically the same length. It is hanging about mid-abdomen. With the 2-inch extension, it's going to hang just a little bit lower than that, but we're not going to be quite to belly button length yet. So a nice selection of chains here. Let me show these to you. Spread them out a little bit. So we've got navy blue, we've got the black, and we've got the silver. And then our earrings are tassels made out of the same types of chains. I have 2 of these left. This one is called Colorful Calamity. It is in blue. Everything's going to be in blue. And it is number 101 tonight. I'm lucky if I'm not in the wrong zip code at this point. Some days I think that I'm in the wrong zip code. Yeah, Mom has that necklace. She really likes it. It is very pretty actually in person. Alright, our next one, also a long necklace, and then I'll do a couple short ones. I'm going to try to mix them up a little bit. This one is called Proudly Prismatic in blue, and that's also really pretty. Look at that, it's triangle. So we have a rectangular rhinestone with lots of little facets in it. And then the tassel down on the bottom. Hello, Shannon. This is the length. So it is basically mid-abdomen. The tassel now is going down all the way through like waistband length with the 2-inch extension. It's going to sit just below the waistband. This one has a little bit of that UV in it, which means it shows a little green too in the light. So this is Proudly Prismatic in blue. We have 3 of these, and it is going to be number 102 tonight. 102. How's it going over there, Shannon? That wind was cold today, wasn't it? I got out at the hall, and I'm glad I brought my sweater because it was actually kind of hot in the house. But when I got out of the car at the meeting, it was freezing. So the wind was blowing. We got the wind-blown hair thing going on today. Hair was all over the place. And to be nice, I'm sure, they put a mirror right inside the door of the hall, so when you walk in, you can immediately see what a mess your hair is. It's always lovely getting to see that first thing. I think they do it to pick on us, personally. But I don't know. I can't prove it. It was a drastic change. I thought it was still going to be warm out today. I don't know why I thought that, but I thought it was going to be, and it is definitely not. Alright, Heard It on the Airwaves in blue. Alright, so these are also an iridescent blue. They're a little bit lighter blue. Let's see if I can get that up in there closer. It's a little bit lighter blue, and they're reflecting all the colors. Hello, Becky. Good to see you. How's your weather up there? Do you guys have snow? I haven't seen your posts lately, so the earrings also those little emerald-shaped beads with the same iridescent blue. This is the length, so it is sitting just above the collar, and with the 2-inch extension, gonna sit down to here, which is gonna be mid-chest. It's still blowing like crazy there too. I don't think it made it to 60 here today, did it, Shannon? I didn't look earlier, so I don't know what the temperature actually made it to, but it was not warm. Heard It on the Airwaves. In blue, we have 2 of these. This one is number 103. But we don't usually have a lot of wind like that. And today it was very, very windy, and the wind was cold. So it must be blowing in our cold air. Another cold air system. Let's see. I was trying to see if it told me. We're at 41 right now. It says the high was 62. You had a January Iowa reality check? Yeah, I think that's kind of going around. It seems like it. It's only supposed to be 51 tomorrow. Looks like we're staying down in the 50s and 40s all week this week. So we had one day this week that was at 76 degrees. It was really, really nice outside. And we also had some rain, And now we are getting cold. I don't know. I'm not a fan. I don't like being cold. 20s there. Yuck. The high was this morning. It probably was this morning. And it was really cloudy when we first woke up this morning. It was gray outside, kind of like yesterday, and I looked and I didn't see any rain in the forecast, so it was probably just leftover from yesterday. It definitely has dropped. It's going down to, let's see, what is it saying? Like 30s tonight, low 30s, and then toward morning, like 4 and 5 a.m., 29 and 27. All right, down for the Countess in blue. We have blue, navy blue pearly beads on a silver chain. I was trying to get that underneath. They never want to all lay right when I put it over the neck. So in a couple different sizes, we have those navy blue pearly beads on that silver chain. This is the length. It works so much better when you put it on the right way, but I have to kind of drop it over her head and it makes all the beads sit funny. There we go. That's closer. All right, so that's what it looks like with the 2-inch extension. It is going to sit just below the collar, so it's going to be just barely mid-chest. So this one we do have 2 of as well. Down for the Countess in blue is number 104. Yeah, it looks like our low is going to be at, ooh, actually 7 a.m. 8 a.m. Sorry, 24 degrees. We'll be at 8 a.m. in the morning. So tomorrow morning is going to be chilly. It is not going to be 19, thank goodness. Hello, Aunt Dora. We're talking about our weather. How is yours up there? Because everybody else's, we were warm this week and we got a cold blast today. It was windy and it was cold. It's kind of a rude awakening. Hello, Ruth. How'd you like that cold wind today? It was yucky out there. Yeah, at least it's not 19. That's all I have to say. At least it's not 19. It was a couple weeks ago. That was not fun. Especially since we work super early in the morning doing Amazon. So we're up at 2 a.m. We have to start our route by 3:30. And we're usually done by about 6:30 or 7. So by the time it gets the coldest in the morning, tomorrow morning, we'll be done and home, hopefully. But it was very cold. You have snow. How much snow did you get? With wind chill, it feels like 14. Yeah, that's yucky. That's too low. All right, futuristic fashionista in blue. I have 4 of these. So we have hammered silver pieces with this nice blue rhinestone in the center of them. You can see we've got an oval here, and then we've got kind of an elongated oval here, round one over here, and then a square on this one. And our earrings are the round blue ones to match, so you would not necessarily have to upgrade these, because it's probably going to be kind of hard to match that color. This is the length. I don't like it going hot to cold either, Ruth. Everybody's sick. About 1 inch since 4 p.m. Is it supposed to keep going? So this is the length. It is not quite at the collar yet, but with the 2-inch extension, it is going to come down past the collar, so it will be a mid-chest necklace. So we have futuristic fashionista in blue. This one is going to be number 105, and we have 4 of these available. Reminder that everything is buy one, get one free, which basically makes it half price. It's just harder for me to do actual half price on the invoicing program. It's easier to do every other one free. So that's what I did. You have sleet now. We had that a couple weeks ago when we were out at our carts. We had sleet falling on us while we were out there, but it was not heavy. It was just very light. So it wasn't too bad. Did continue to fall through the morning though. Alright, this one is Color Me Smitten in blue. It does have that toggle clasp, which means we have no extension, but it is usually a nice length anyway when they do this toggle clasp. We have the white rhinestones in this heart, and then these are a very light blue, and I think it has just a little tint of green in it. I don't know if it really does or not, but that's what it looks like to me. It has just a little tinge of green. So maybe like a light aqua. So this is the length. It is sitting down right here around the collar. And again, there's no extension because of the toggle clasp, but they do usually give us a decent length on that. So this one is Color Me Smitten in blue. I have 3 of these, and it is number 106. Yeah, everybody's cold. Everybody's cold. Is anybody warm? We need somebody from California to get on here and make us feel warm. Like, tell us they're at the beach or something. It'll make us all jealous, but at least maybe we'll feel a little better. Because this is crazy weather. I'm not a big fan of winter. I like the snow. I really do. But I don't like being out in it anymore because I am now not a child. I like to look at it out the window, and it makes everything so quiet because it insulates everything. I've got this chain in a knot. I need to undo that. Somehow I dropped it through itself and knotted it up. But it is pretty. It's very pretty, and the kids love to play in it. I like to just look at it. Modern Day Malibu in blue. So this is a long one. We have dark blue chunky beads, and then we have the oval rings. Some of these are flat and polished. Some of them are textured. Since it is sweater weather, this is a great sweater necklace because it's chunky. So this one is going to hang about like this. You can do it asymmetrically like this to make it even at the bottom, or you can do it symmetrically and it's going to be a little asymmetrical at the bottom. So you can do that either way you want to. This is hanging down around waist level right now with the 2-inch extension. It's going to hang down into that lower belly area. This does have big links on the top of it, so if you don't like it quite that long, you could fasten into these big links and bring it up to about mid-abdomen. It's supposed to go to the 70s there in a few days, so that's good. Yeah, that is great. Low 70s is my temperature. This is Modern Day Malibu in blue. We have 2 of them, and it is number 107. The only thing I have to say that's good about the cold weather is I have so many pretty sweaters, and I love the way sweaters look, but it's usually too warm to wear them, especially because I tend to be hot-natured anyway. I get really hot really easily, and so the days like this and the 29-degree days are the only ones where I can wear my sweater and not get hot. Hey, Kim! Kim, how's the weather? You usually get it a day before I do, so what am I looking at tomorrow? Dora, or Isabel, is sitting in an inch of snow up there, and they're getting sleet. And Becky's cold up in Iowa. And Mom is even cold in Tucson. We're sitting at about 41 degrees right now. And it's clear, but it is cold. Sunny and cold. Okay, did you get the wind yesterday? We got wind this morning, and it was horrible. It was very cold wind. All right, this is Retro Prairies. This is also a long one, so I'm just going to hold up the pendant for it. This is in a medium blue. Not sure what to call that blue, but it's a medium blue. We have teardrops. We have round beads, and you can see it's in kind of a diamond pattern. Has a dot motif all around the outside. On my forehead because it's itchy. That's the other thing. My skin is so itchy because it's dry. Because our heat is running inside and the heat is dry. Yes, definitely made your nose run. Made my eyes water. Alright, so this is the length. This is about mid-abdomen. So it is a little bit above and a little bit below. With the 2-inch extension, going to sit down to about the waist. So right about here. Let's see, this is Retro Prairies in blue. We do have 2 of these. This one is number 108. Yeah, I'm interested in all these weather swings. Now, let's see, Marlo didn't tell me her temperature this morning. She's in Montana, so she usually sends me her temperature thing in the morning, and she didn't today. She showed me a drink she was making instead. They own a bowling alley, and It has a bar in it, and so she was showing me a drink that she was experimenting with, which actually sounded pretty good. But she didn't tell me what the temperature was, so I don't know what's going on out there. Nobody's here from California yet, so we don't know what's going on there. But it seems like everybody's kind of cold. It's kind of chilly. I guess it is January, but still. You gotta hope it's warm somewhere. Let's see, Coup de Main in blue. So again with a medium blue, and we have the hematite stones right in the center. This is a bar necklace, so this is all one piece, that curve. This is the length, so it is sitting just above the collar. With the 2-inch extension, it is going to sit down to here, so it will be a mid-chest necklace. Body oil from Trader Joe's. Send me a picture of it if you would. Because I use all kinds of lotions and stuff. I've used baby oil and nothing seems to do it. Plus we have hard water, so that doesn't help. But if you would send me a picture of that, I'll try it out. This is Coup de Main in blue. We have 2 of them. And it is number 109 tonight. So did anybody watch the Panthers lose yesterday? I did not watch because I knew they were going to lose. Now, I go for the Panthers as much as anybody, but I have no faith in them anymore because I've seen them lose too many. But Max said that they kind of made it into the playoffs kind of a cheaty way because they only made it in because somebody else lost. And then they didn't do a great job of staying in. So I was not shocked. All right, here's a long one. This is Crystal Cascade in blue. This is a pale blue. So we have a pale blue faceted bead at the bottom in an oval. And then we have pale blue beads along with white rhinestones and silver beads up in that top cluster. It's a really pretty one also for sweater season. This is the length. So it is sitting down to about mid-abdomen with the 2-inch extension. Going to be closer to belly button area. A little bit closer to that. So this one is Crystal Cascade in blue. I have 3 of these. This one is going to be number 110. Do you have hard water in your area, Becky? We have well water, so there's not a lot we can do about it. We really need to put a whole house filter on here, but you know how expensive those things are. And I've told Max for several years that I want one, and, well, I still don't have one. I know they're not cheap, but that's the way it goes, right? One day. Alright, Fundamentally Flirtatious in blue. This one is on a gray leather cord. So let me start by showing you that cord. Lots of football watching there. Well, it's cold outside, so you might as well, right? So we have light blue. You can see the swirls in those beads. These are what I call the cloudy or the milky beads. They look like they have little swirls in them. Also have a transparent one that is in a teardrop shape with facets, and then another silverish one with swirls in it. Thanks for sharing to them, because I want to ask them about the weather. I appreciate it. So this one starts right below the bust, but our cluster lays down here almost to the waistline. With the 2-inch extension, definitely going to be at a waistline. Not a good way to shorten it since it's leather, but it's a nice length. We have 2 of these. This is Fundamentally Flirtatious. It is in blue, and it is number 111. You have a lot of lime and iron. That's what we have too. Lots of iron. And I love the glass shower doors, I really do, but I wish I'd never gotten them because that lime scale builds up on them. I had to use some of the pink stuff scrub and a Scrub Daddy sponge and literally scrub the doors down, and that is not an easy job, and it takes a while. I did them in sections, and of course they're all back to what they were again. I've heard that if you use Rain-X on them that it helps, but I didn't have any Rain-X at the time, and I didn't get any soon enough. So they are all back the way that they were again, and I have to scrub them again. And I had tried everything. I tried Lime Away, I tried CLR, I tried some special stuff that's green looking in a clear bottle on Amazon, and I just couldn't get anything to take it off, but that pink stuff scrub did it. Alright, Top Pop in blue. This is a pretty French blue. We have 3 of these. So we have the French blue beads, and then we have the larger polished silver beads. It's a really actually stunning collection here. This is the length, so it is a longer one. It's sitting down below mid-chest already, and with the 2-inch extension, it's actually going to come down to right here, almost the middle of the bust. I love the way the silver looks with the blue. This is Top Pop in blue. I have 3 of these. This one is number 112. Let's see. I'm going to find room to hang all these. Next we have, this one's in a turquoise color. I like this one too. I really like well water because it doesn't have all the extra junk in it. We did have it tested when we moved here to make sure it was safe. It doesn't have all the extra junk, the fluoride and stuff in it, chlorine, all that stuff, which actually is really bad for me because I have thyroid problems, and it's bad for your thyroid. But I also don't necessarily like all the hard water. Color Bomb in blue. So we have turquoise painted chain, along with several lengths. Let's see, five lengths of silver chain. So we've got one little bit larger turquoise chain, 5 lengths of varied gauges of silver chain. Our earrings are the tassels with the silver and the blue, so they will match. This is the length of the layers. So we start right up here and we go down to mid-chest length. You can see it's down below the collar with the last 2. With the 2-inch extension, that last part is going to be right here. So let's move this all down 2 inches. So it's going to start right above the collar and go down to just above the bust. So we have 2 of these. This is Color Bomb, and it is going to be number 113. I am showing all blue tonight because we're trying to do this systematically so that I can make sure I've shown you everything. Yes, city water has a lot of chlorine. Sometimes it smells like a swimming pool when the tap opens. Some of it's good, some of it's not. But some of it really, really smells bad. I'm like, how can that be good for you? You're drinking bleach, basically. Watered down bleach, but it's still bleach. Alright, this one is the Crackle Stone. This is called Heavenly Teardrops in blue. So we have the teardrops and we have the round stone beads. They're in silver frames. And then our earrings are the round stone beads in the silver frames. They're on a fish hook. This, let's see, turn them all over, is the length. So it is sitting about 1 inch above the collar, but with that extension, they're going to come down to this collar. So we have Heavenly Teardrops in blue. I have 3 of these. I am never going to keep these all turned around. They don't want to sit right against my hand. It's probably twisted in the tag. So Heavenly Teardrops in blue. I have 3 of them. This is going to be number 114. I need to take that out of the tag and fix it. They like to turn themselves around in those tags. Alright, also in a blue Crackle Stone, we have Mojave Meditation in blue. This is slightly longer. I have 2 of these. So you can see it hangs just off the bust. We have an oval shaped turquoise Crackle Stone. You drink mostly bottled water. I just drink ours in the fridge that's filtered, and that helps a lot. We used to do bottled water here, and we had the water dispenser, and we gave up because our fridge water is filtered really well, and so it's fine, and it's cold. We also have the blue cracklestone beads here, and then little oval loops up here. This has a nice dot motif on that silver frame on the bottom. This is the length, so it is sitting just above the bust. With the 2-inch extension, it's going to come down over the bust. So we have 2 of these. It's a nice mid-length. I like some mid-length necklaces. Mojave Meditation, and it is going to be number 115. A nice mid-length necklace is good because sometimes you have those collars that just kind of don't cooperate, or the necklines, and so it's good to have something a little bit longer to go down past that. But not super long, because you know I'm going to get them caught. I am absolutely going to get them caught because I am clumsy. Alright, all the trimmings in blue. This was a special edition of this Blockbuster necklace. It is in navy blue. I wear this quite often, and I always get compliments on this necklace. Mostly because it's different, I think. It has that ribbon tie, so you can tie it as tight or as loose as you want. It has all these different types of beads and trimmings on it, which is why it's called All the Trimmings. Has 3 layers. This is the length of the layers as they have it tied. Now, I usually wear mine tied a little bit tighter, so this is about what I have mine at. There is some room to lower it, so you could get it down to about mid-abdomen if you wanted to tie it looser. Also, if you don't tie it in a bow and tie it in a little knot or something instead, that will give you a little bit extra room. I always tie mine in a bow, so you know you need a little extra ribbon for that. So if you wanted to get a lot of extra length out of it, you would just use a little knot at the end. I do still have this in red. That was also a special edition. And I have the pink, purple, black, and brown. I do not have any more ivory. So the Blockbuster colors that we have that are stock colors, pink, purple, black, and brown, I do still have those. I think I only have 1 purple. So this one is the blue. I have 2 of them. It is 116. Those are all on the website as well, so that you can look at them if you'd like to. Just make sure you message me with anything you want off the website, because if you buy it on there, it will not reduce it for you. I have to do that manually. Alright, next up, Vintage Validation. This is a tinier necklace, something a little bit more minimal, but very, very pretty. I love the blue. Vintage Validation in blue. So we have a navy blue, let me see if I can hold this still, navy blue teardrop shaped rhinestone, and then a lacy pattern around it with white rhinestones. So this is close up, which means it's going to look bigger. And then we have teardrop. Those blue teardrops are also the earrings. This is the length and the actual size. So it is going to hang just above that neckline with the 2-inch extension. Going to hang down to about here. So just past mid-chest. Now you'll see it on my hand. That gives you a better idea of what the actual size is. This is Vintage Validation in blue, and we have 2 of those. That is number 117. Let's see. What else do we have? Trying to see things we haven't shown recently. Let's see, we have those. Have that. This one, very, very Western look, and it is a long one called Namaste Mama. Namaste Mama looks like this. It has royal blue beads, or cobalt blue, whatever you want to call them. You can see they're a little bit speckled. And then the leather fringe on the bottom, leather cord instead of your chain. So let's put this on the mannequin The earrings are the leather fringe as well. So this is the length. Our fringe is going all the way down here to that dropped waist. With the 2-inch extension, going to go down even further into that lower belly area. So probably around hip bone. So we have 2 of these. Ugh. This is Namaste Mama. And it is going to be, let's see if I can get it out, number 118. I'll hold that up there. That's a long one. Alright, number 119. Takes longer to do the necklaces. That's why I do earrings with them usually. Come of Ageless in blue. So a pretty baby blue. You can see it's kind of a dewy baby blue because it is transparent, but it is not super clear. And then white rhinestones all around the outside. This is a really pretty one. This is the length. It is sitting up just above that collar. Maybe we could call it frosted. I don't know. It doesn't really seem frosted either. It's like Elsa blue. This is the length with the extension. So it is going to sit down to mid-chest. It has a very fine chain on it. So this one is Come of Ageless in blue, and it is number 119. And speaking of Elsa blue, I have another one. This one's also Elsa blue. It's just slightly darker. And this one is kind of layered. And I say that because there's not more than one chain. It's just layered beads. So we have the teardrop beads down below, we have the silver beads up above, and then we have some cloudy blue beads right up above that. So there's layered beads on this chain. The chain has round links. I love the round links. I don't know why. They're just kind of neat. This is the length. So it is sitting already down at mid-chest. With the 2-inch extension, it's going to sit just above the bust. So we also have 2 of these. This is called Trending Tropicana in blue. No idea why they call it that, because blue is not a color that I associate with tropical things. Number 120. Who knows? They do all kinds of weird stuff, so we ignore them. Let's see. Definitely Elsa blue, yeah. This one's number 122 because we are missing number 121. It ran away. I don't know where it went. It hasn't come back. Could have fallen in the trash. It is entirely possible. I have 2 of these. Flower Patch Fabulous in blue. This is a little bit lighter blue than the other one. This is not a navy blue. It's more like a royal and has little flowers in metal across the bottom. It's a little smaller teardrop, but it has the flowers and it's a little lighter in color. This is the length, so it's also a tiny bit shorter. Not quite to the collar yet, but with the 2-inch extension, it's going to be right below the collar. So it will be a mid-chest necklace. So if you like daintier things, you might like this one. This is called Flower Patch Fabulous. I love the little flowers on that. Aren't they cute? 2 of these available. It's number 122. See, only somebody who has watched kids shows could tell me that's Elsa blue. Had to have seen Frozen. And I've seen Frozen so many times. The girls love it. So many. I can't even tell you how many times I've seen it. And I know all the songs too. I could sing them for you, but I won't. Then you would pay me not to sing. Alright. Mermaid Oasis in blue. This is a little bit of an aqua turquoise, very light turquoise. You can see it has the shell type pieces in it. So it's a little bit of a mottled look. and then it has the little half circles of silver at the top. I do have 3 of these. I like the variations in this one. This is the length. So it is sitting just above that collar, and with the 2-inch extension, gonna sit down here. So it will be at mid-chest and maybe just a little bit below that. So this is Mermaid Oasis, and that is in blue. Trying to give you a little bit different lighting on it. Here we go. This is going to be number 123. Almost done. We'll go to 125 since the necklaces do take a little bit longer. I'll give you a break. Let's see. We have this one, and this one has so many pretty colors. All of these have so many pretty colors in them. So this is another bright, bright blue. Look at that. Marquee shaped, round, and oval. And then we have the little white solitaires scattered throughout in a round silver frame. Love that blue. It's such a clear, pretty blue. This actually matches a top that I have. I might have to keep one of these. This is the length. So it is sitting, this is mid-abdomen, so about half above, half below. With the 2-inch extension, it's going to sit down to here, which is getting close to waistband, but not quite there. So this one is called Iridescently Influential. It is in blue, and we have 3 of these. This one's going to be number 124. Alright, so last but not least, let's see, what should we do? Oh, let's do this one. We'll do one more long one, since it is sweater weather. Long ones are good. This one I have 2 of. This is called Party Girl Glow in blue. Let me see if I can turn this around a little bit so you can see some more of these pieces, because this is a little cluster. We have some crystal cut beads. That one's a little heart. We've got some little round ones with facets. We've got some teardrop ones, and this one's kind of cloudy looking. We've got some pearly beads. We have some of these cage beads. I love these. They remind me of the Fabergé eggs. There's cutouts all around the outside, and then it's hollow inside. We've got a rhinestone. It's hiding back there. We have the tassel. So lots going on in that tassel there. This is the length. So starting right here, which is in the upper abdomen, tassel taking you all the way down through waist length. With the 2-inch extension, going to go down into that lower belly. This is a really pretty tassel. So we have 2 of these. This is Party Girl Glow. This is our last one of the evening. Let me rotate that just a little bit. I know it's hard to see these. And it is going to be number 125. All right, 125. Okay, so if you missed any part of the show, feel free to go back and watch the replay and claim as you would on a normal show. Invoices will go out tomorrow. I didn't do them last week. I'm sorry. Things kind of got busy and crazy, and a lot of people had a partial order, so I held them for this week. So I will go ahead and send those out this week. If you still only have one thing in your order, I will still continue to hold it. You can always look on the website. The website is still up. Don't know for how long. And then we'll switch over to the new one whenever they take it down. But just make sure you don't actually purchase anything online. Purchase it from my invoices only, because that is the only way I'm able to adjust the prices for you. So everything is still buy one, get one free. And it'll be that way for a while. So I gave myself 3 months. At the end of March, I am going to sell everything off in lots on eBay. So like lots of 50 and 75 for a set price. I'm trying to let everybody get what they want before then. If we lose interest or lack interest before then I'll go ahead and sell them off early. But at least till the end of March is when I had planned. So thank you all for coming out tonight. I really appreciate you coming. And let's see, look for your invoice if you're due one tomorrow. Thank you, Sharon. I appreciate it. Speaking of retirement, I passed my health insurance exam, my state exam last week. So I now have my health insurance certificate, and I have to go sit for my Medicare exam at the end of this month, and then I have a life insurance exam, and then I'll have all my insurance licenses. So those are the last two I have to get, Medicare and life. Life is a little bit more complicated, so I'm leaving it for last so I have more time to study. But, yep, I will be fully licensed for everything and ready to go when the annual enrollment period comes around this year. So I'm definitely going to be busy at that time. So trying to get all this taken care of before then, get my office back, because I do work from home. So looking forward to that. So thank you all for supporting me tonight and for the last 5.5 years. I really appreciate it. And you